All right. Deadman's Tome podcast. Your host, Mr. Deadman, co-host Becky.
Hey.
How's it going?
Fine. How are you?
I'm doing all right. And I think our guest tonight is, where's that sheet of paper? Where did I put that thing?
It's Jason Parent.
That's exactly Jason Parent. It's right here. It's on a sticky note.
And you didn't get to slaughter the last name.
Yeah. You see how I did that? I think I'm going to start doing that from now on. I'm going to start misplacing these sticky notes so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, that won't work real well because then I'll slaughter them.
Yeah. Well, then you can get the Name Slayer name. You can earn that title.
Oh, I'm sure that I will have no problem with that.
But here's the other thing. It's Jason Parent. How do you butcher that name? Jason. Are you there?
It's butchered, actually.
It's easy to butcher?
Does it really?
Yeah, they try to Frenchify it. I become Jason Parent, or Parente even, or something else. Really?
Oh, we can make you French. Parente.
Oh, I am French. You don't need to do it any more French than it already is.
Wow, they try to Frenchify it. That sounds like something I would do. Like, try to put like a little Cajun spin to it. Jason Ferrante.
Yeah.
I'm just not that fancy or classy, so Parent works fine.
Yeah. But we can class it up for you.
Oh
man.
Lord.
Okay, before we get started, I just have to say, I just got back from the Scary Dad's haunted Halloween convention, and that was interesting. It was interesting. It was a funny. Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, overall I had fun. Was it a financial success? No, but it was fun. I actually made contact with people and spread the word out about Deadman's Tome. Everyone that came to the table, which is everyone who came into the room, because I was like, "Hey, come over here. We got some free stuff over here." I was like Billy Mays, the whole thing. My table might not be the most fanciest. It might not have like the whole like posters hanging up and stuff, but I was like, "Hey, come over here. Hey, you like horror? This is where you need to go. Come over here. I felt like a drug dealer. I was like, "Over here, we got some free stuff, okay? But hey, if you like dark horror, if you like your content a little grime, like a little extreme, here we have Book of Horrors over here. They're like, oh yeah, we're interested in that. Okay, I tell you what, you buy 2. Here, I'll throw another one. I'll tell you what, I'll throw this one on top of that. So it was like just flinging stuff at them. So by the time they left, they had like 5 books in their hands. They're like, what the fuck just happened? But
you tackle them and make them buy books. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah.
Or you chase after them and screaming, "You want this? I'm telling you, you want this."
I actually did that in a way. Maybe not so much the tackling part, but I came back to the table. I was like, man, I missed a few people because they're doing the rounds. I was like, no, that's it. I'm not gonna let that slide. I got my business card. Got a book I was gonna give out for free anyway. I was like, hey, Deadman's Tome. Check this stuff out. Even when right in front of another table too. Like I was like, hey, Deadman's Tome gives stuff out for free sometimes too. Just right in front of them. But what I did was, because I want to be cool with the other writers, I was like, but at the same time, this book right here is some good content as well. So, I try to.
So you were selling their stuff as well as yours.
Yeah. Well, everybody wins in my game,
right?
Anyway, so it was exciting. I'd like to do it again. All right. With that said, Jason, you there?
That would be.
Hey, you ever go to conventions and sell your books over there?
Yeah, I do quite a few actually. This February I'll be doing. Oh God, I always forget the damn name of it. Really, I just go to it. It's in North Carolina to hang out with my buddy Evans Light and sell some Corpus Press books with him.
In February?
Yeah, it's a good time.
Really?
Yeah. Monster Party, I think it's called, or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to go to that so bad.
That it's like a 3-day horror convention. I mean, they had Robert Englund, all the usual staples, I guess, at those things. Lance Henriksen was there last time.
Jeff Strand's going to be there too.
Oh, is he? Yeah, I've run into. I actually heard him on your show, and he was talking about Nikon, and that's where I met him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeff's a funny guy.
Jeff is a cool
He
guy.
really is.
Oh man, and I finally read the rest of Sick House. Ooh, man.
Don't tell me, I haven't gotten to it yet, but I do.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, it's definitely worth it, man.
You need to read some of Jason's books too. I'm telling you. Jason is a really, really, really good writer.
You know,
I've got some humor in my books, but not like Jeff. Jeff is the master of horror humor.
Now, I will agree with that, but you can write too, so don't even say you can't.
In my respect for Jeff went up a lot more because, like, you talked to him on the show. I've read a little bit of his work before he came on, and I already figured that he has a sense of humor. So I was thinking, how is he going to be? How does he present himself? Is he kind of like, oh, he has no class about it? He's just kind of like, humor is his thing all the way. But the way he presents it is kind of like, it's kind of a mix of highbrow a little bit. It's kind of like he's not going to just go straight to the gutter. He's not going to go do that. I mean, that's something I would do. I roll around in the mud. But he classes it up. So I was like, man, maybe I could do that. Maybe I could try that for change, you know? Yeah.
There's no shame with being in the gutter. So,
okay.
Some people like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I'll thrive in the gutter.
I know nothing.
All right. Yeah. So, I mean, conventions, for new writers out there that are trying to get their work out, would you recommend, hey, go to a horror convention?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Not only do I do the horror conventions, I'm doing Comic-Con in November. And,
oh, sweet.
We do it with I belong to the New England Horror Writers Association and the HWA too, but they get together at Comic-Con, and it's just the best people watching time ever created in the history of the universe. Say how many Rick and Mortys can you find in one place? It's better than with Waldo.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
you sell a couple books, you sell somebody else's books. It doesn't really matter. It's just a fun time.
Yeah, that's the way I would look at it. Just from my experience from the small convention here, Scary Dad. It's just like it was my first time doing it. And it was like a great place to learn, to kind of get used to it.
Right.
Man, now I definitely want to get out there some more. I feel like, man, I need to really get out there, get the name out. All right.
It's a lot of fun. I love them.
So, Jason, how long have you been writing?
I've been writing a long time, probably professionally since just after college. So I'm not going to say when that was, but I started writing in college probably about a decade plus.
Yeah.
Probably 2 decades about.
Yeah. We're talking grad papers. Are you including that in your writing?
Oh no! If you want to include that, I was freelance writing for journalism type articles a long time ago.
Well, that counts too. That counts.
Probably look me up online and find articles about spiders and see where my fascination began.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Tell me about these articles on spiders.
No.
Well, Becky, you don't like spiders?
Oh my God, no.
But Becky, I don't like spiders either. I'm trying to embrace my fear. That way I can become empowered.
No.
I think Oprah
Okay.
said something about that.
Let me explain this to you, okay?
Okay.
Spider and me equates to naked, screaming, beating the hell out of ourselves, and lighting ourselves on fire. So, no.
Why would you? So what? You're just gonna light yourself on fire if you see a spider? Burn the spider, Becky. Burn the spider. Don't burn
Terrified of
yourself.
them.
It
Hell
does
no, I'm
seem
not
a
getting
tad
close
extreme.
enough.
Yeah.
I'm not getting close enough to him for that. Are you kidding?
Man. Well,
If I go to smack it, then it'll run because I mean, obviously I'm bigger than the spider is, and I have some common sense. Not a whole lot, but a little bit.
okay.
So if I go to smack the spider, it's gonna run, and chances are, in my luck, it's gonna run up my damn arm.
Well, maybe it does, but even if it did, Jason.
Oh, I'd be naked and screaming.
Jason, how bad is a spider's bite?
Oh,
What kind of spider are we talking about?
Your average
So,
spider. Your average.
You know, you get your average spider, not nothing at all. People like to, you get an itch. Unless you have some kind of allergy to it, you might get a little bit of necrosis, which is the rotting away of your skin. But that's nothing. I mean, just a little bit.
oh,
Just a little bit.
No.
I mean, it's not. Look, Becky, it's not any worse. It's no. I don't think it's. It's not as bad as those the people in Russia. They're injecting a crocodile, right? You've seen that stuff, right?
Oh my lord!
I mean that causes decay of the flesh like hardcore. They're like losing flesh and muscle off their bone.
Yeah, I understand that, and I understand the necrosis thing, but we're talking a little hairy, 8-legged thing that's alive, that's crawling around on you. No,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Oh no, they're scary. They're freaky. I'd freak out too. There was a spider right here. I would squeal like a little girl and run out. I would, but then my dad would be in my head and tell me, son, there's only like 2 venomous spiders. But I don't think that's true. So Jason, how many venomous spiders are there?
In America, there are 2 primary. Well, no, then this is the. Oh, sorry. All right, you got the black widow, which it could kill you if you're old or feeble or very young. You got the brown recluse, which would bite you, and that would rot away your skin a little bit, maybe more than a little bit if you get a bad bite. And you got like the funnel spiders or the hobo spiders that up in like the Northwest. I don't know what they do, but I know they're bad.
Why do they call them hobo spiders?
Because they don't build a web, right?
Like the hobo spiders, I think they move around into like somebody else's some other spiders. I might be confusing them. It's been a long time since I researched spiders. But
I mean, I'm sorry. You said Northwest, so I'm like thinking homeless problem over there. There's hobo spiders. I don't know. Maybe it's like spiders dwelling in the homeless community. I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you're looking to solve the homeless problem, I guess giant spiders might be a way to do it.
Probably my lord!
Very ethical, humane way, but
it sounds like something the government might look into. I don't know. I mean,
oh my god!
Later on down the line in the future, I mean, all it takes is a scientist to present the idea.
Right.
Oh,
I can see my platform for politics now. Jason Parent endorses spider slangs across the Northwest.
Yep. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start feeding people to spiders. The spiders.
Shut up!
I just want to say spiders. I'm sorry, Becky. No, but does it help you though? So there's only like what 2 or 3 poison is not the right word. Venomous spiders, right? So chances are, if you just get bit, you're gonna be okay, Becky. You're gonna be okay.
No, I'm not, because I'm gonna have a heart attack and die of fright.
Mind over matter, Becky. Mind over matter.
I don't have a mind, so it doesn't matter when it comes to spiders.
Okay.
Yeah, I like spiders well enough, but I don't want them crawling around my bathtub either.
Ooh.
Oh no, but bathtub is off limits. Bathtub
Anywhere is off limits.
Yeah. So wait.
That's where I find them, in the bathtub or something.
I always wanted to go to Australia, so I found out that they had spiders as big as dinner plates, and I was like, "Oh, the hell was that?"
Yeah, I was limiting my venomous spiders to America. And so
Yeah.
there probably are a few more out there too. But, a lot of people think like the daddy long legs is the most poisonous spider in the world. Have you ever seen how little those like their mouths are, how is that going to even break your skin? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that too. I heard that they're extremely venomous, but they can't puncture anyone's skin, so it doesn't really matter.
You know, and that's funny because I'm not afraid of them. They don't look like spiders to me.
Oh, I don't like them at all. I hate those. Those things. I have a canoe story about that. And they just infested this freaking canoe that was like abandoned. That's by this lake or whatever. We're going to use it, but dumped it over. It was like I don't know what you call it when spiders make a hive this big. It was a swarm, a nest, nothing but these long legs. It looked like one giant just blob and I don't know.
Oh.
It was freaky.
Be happy you saw it before you got it out in the water.
Oh my god!
I should have just dumped the whole thing in the water upside down, just drown them all.
I would have been wet and swimming back.
Yep. Okay.
Hard to throw yourself on fire while you're in the water, though, Becky. Just so you know.
Yeah. Yeah. So when you were in grad school, were you writing papers for money too? Were you doing that? Did you ever do that?
I cannot confirm or deny that.
Is that a crime? Is that a crime to do that?
I don't think I've ever did in college. I've helped people with. I was a bit of a nerd, so I did help a few people with their homework in high school.
Huh. I mean, I know it's unethical to do that. I mean, being the receiving end of that paper and using that paper, that's definitely frowned upon. That can get you kicked out, expelled. But I mean, like, I guess if you were caught writing it, I guess you'd get in trouble too, huh?
Yeah.
Huh. Then I need
confession time. I cheated on a test in 6th grade. Let's get it out in the open. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad person.
Yeah. I mean, your past might come back and haunt you. Shit.
I'm telling. No.
Yep. Hell, I'll tell you right now. Yeah, when I was in grad school, I may or may not have done that too. Yeah, I'll write your paper. How much money? Sometimes I even get it for
I never
beer.
even thought about doing that.
I didn't really think about it either until someone was like, I'll give you this much beer. That's a huge ass case. So I was like, all right, I'll do it. And I knew nothing about nursing. It was some sort of paper on nursing. And after I was done with it and she turned it in, I was really thinking, that's fucked up. But she's already a nurse. And with that paper, what she's going to do is go to like the next level, whatever, and say that she earned it when she didn't really earn it. So I kind of help someone fake their way through. Huh.
Yeah, people are dying because of you now.
Yeah.
Just so you know. Indirectly, but
I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, so if she fucks up someone's medication because she doesn't know how to read a chart, yet...
It's all your fault.
Yep. All my fault.
Nah.
Huh.
she probably went into plastic surgery, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, well... She was a psych nurse. All they really do is hand out meds anyway. They don't do any surgeries or anything. Hell, they don't even do any ER work. If there's an ER situation, they send them to a hospital or an emergency room because they don't have they usually don't have the facilities for that. They just have medication seclusion rooms. Okay. So why write horror? Hey, Jason.
Yep.
Oh,
I think you cut out for a second.
Okay. So why do you write horror?
I get asked that question a lot, and there's no deep down you hear some of the, I won't say pretentious, but the more popular authors perhaps say things like, it's they love to instill the fear. It's like all about the human condition and all that stuff. No, I just like people stabbing people and tearing the shit out of each other, and monsters eating things and people dying. It's fun to write about. That's it. There's no inner message to it. Yes, I try to make my stuff have something a little more to it than that, but that's the fun part.
So it's just the creativeness the creative freedom that you have in being able to do pretty much anything.
Well, if you can't light the world on fire, you might as well do it in your writing, right?
Right. There you go.
Although you're already set to light yourself on fire. All you gotta do is throw a few spiders your way.
Yeah,
my Lord.
Becky's gonna self.
Have
Yeah,
to do that
You
too.
you are not allowed to put me in a book with spiders on me.
you gotta set yourself aflame. But
Oh, I see the title now.
yeah, I mean,
Love Becky.
and what you said is right. It's better to do it in fiction because you do it in real life, man. That gets you in trouble. So I have to.
Yeah.
So I have to ask. So do you have a lot of homicidal thoughts in your head?
When I'm writing, yeah. Oh my god! But it's always from the perspective of the character I take. Obviously, I don't go around thinking I need to kill. 99% of the people I know. It's I do limit it down to 1%.
It's just me. It's just me that he thinks he should kill.
Oh well, Well, you're already wanting to burn yourself. I mean,
yeah. Where's the
Because
fun in
he's-
that?
Because he's throwing spiders at me.
didn't burn the spiders. Have like a flame. Like, hold on. Let's really get this perspective here. If let's say instead of the movie Alien, it's like the movie Spider, and it was Becky in a spaceship with a crazy space spider, it would end.
Oh my god.
Right at the beginning. She would turn the flamethrower on herself and burn herself alive.
I would just explode the ship. Are you kidding?
Even better.
It would be a 5-minute movie.
Be like, there's a spider on here. That's it. I'm done. We're all done. The crew, we're all
I'm
done.
out.
Yep.
I'd go John Goodman arachnophobia on their asses is what I would do.
Oh my god.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He was awesome in that movie. Becky, he burned
Yeah.
You gotta burn the spiders. That's it.
Hey, if you're burning the spiders for me, we're good. You'll be my hero.
Sometimes you just gotta set things on fire, Becky. Not yourself. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay, I remember you said that when I burn the house down when I see a spider.
There's a better way.
Jesse told me to burn it.
Well, I meant, yeah. I'd be like, I have to define what the word "it" means. Like when Clinton trying to get off impeachment, Could you please define what the word "is" means? Okay, no, okay, no, but going back to why he writes horror, these thoughts, we want to write about stabbing people. I was thinking about this the other day. It's like, man, when we write horror stories, there's a lot of brutality that goes through us. Like, does that mean anything?
I do often wonder that, to be honest with you. Yeah, some of my characters are very dark, especially obviously my villains. Some of my heroes are dark, but my villains and my thrillers, which are more, there's no monsters. They're more real to life. It's people ask me a lot, how do you get in that mindset to write a character like that? And I don't really have a good answer for that.
I think that a lot of times that when you all write about stuff like that, it's y'all releasing your feelings and your frustrations and your, it's your outlet, so to speak.
Well, I got this guy that's, one of my characters. My character in Seeing Evil, my first thriller. He's pretty much an OCD. Like somebody in a line has more than 12 items in the express line at the grocery store. He'll pop a blood vessel in his eye because people are breaking rules. You let somebody go in traffic and they don't give you the wave. He'll flip. That kind of guy. I'm not like that at all. So
No.
But I guess I do have my own, fanaticisms. But I don't think I'd go out and stab somebody because they didn't give me the little wave in traffic.
Well, I mean, I know a few people who might. Oh, man.
Oh.
Hell. But
You're not mentioning the names.
Oh, I'm not. I
because
can't.
You'll have a blue screen.
It's too close to home. No. This one's personal. This is personal. Too close to home. Yeah. Let's just say I know some people. Huh. Get cut in traffic.
Well, that sounds like a good source to drive, to get some creative juices from then.
Oh, man, it is. But, I mean, so we could write about characters that are different from us, obviously. I mean, when you write, let's say the character has OCD, I mean, you did some research on it, right? You read up on it. Maybe watch a movie on it.
I have some personal experience with that. Not myself,
okay.
But I'm familiar with the condition. So when I say OCD, I mean actual obsessive compulsive disorder. Not when people say, "Oh, somebody likes to fold things, so they have OCD."
Right.
People have said to throw it around like
Now,
too freely, I guess. You do have to try to think like that person would think, though. I mean, I have a tough kind of verbal child abuse scene, and I don't usually write that, but it was essential to the character. It's like that is so not my character, but I got to put myself in the mind of the character to make the scene authentic.
Yeah. I mean, so what was the hardest? Like, is there an example that really shows how difficult it was for you? Like,
I'd say there are certain things I won't write about just because, it's kind of, I feel like I'm doing myself and my readers a bit of a disservice, that I won't do anything that deals with like child sexual abuse for one. I won't touch on that. I have a very hard time with even animal abuse. But if it's something that's critical to the story, it's going to move it forward, and it makes a point that's pretty powerful and not just there for some kind of like
shock value or something.
Exploitation.
Yeah.
Then I would do it. I'd do it, but I try and it wouldn't be easy to do.
Yeah, I get that. And some creative minds listening might go, well, one might consider important to the story. Someone else might consider just for shock value and just to exploit, because if it's the purpose of to have the reader hate the person who's doing it even more so, like there's certain things you can have characters do that are just so horrible and barbaric that it's just, I mean, there's no coming back from that, like. But it's.
Right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, but then the question is, how far are you willing to go as the writer?
I had a character in the feed which came out early this year. Not to try to plug, but it's kind of like a survival horror. And the character, there's no rape scene in the book, although there is a sexual, almost assault scene in the book. But the character had been raped in the past, and I thought it was necessary to define that character, to say where she was coming from and why she did the things that she did going forward. But I didn't, and then I got some criticism, I got some slack about there's rape content in this book, which there isn't. There is no rape that happens in the book. There's rape that's talked about in the past of the book, but it is not it's not a huge portion of the book, but it is critical to the character's development, I think. So I added it. But there are always going to be people that have difficulty with that, and I understand that, and it's a very valid difficulty. But I don't think it's something that a writer should shy away from if it's critical to where you're trying to go with the story.
So hold on.
I agree. I think handling it properly is important, but I don't think that you should take it out of the book when it's important.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure I heard you correctly. You're saying that it wasn't explicitly in the book. It was referenced. It was something that happened in the past, but yet some people still had a problem with it.
Yeah, as soon as you, she was. I can understand that problem. It was a not descriptive, but reference that was. It was clear that what had happened in the past was specific enough that it could cause some kind of trigger in certain people that are susceptible to that.
Sure.
And I get that for sure, but are we not going to write about topics that are real in the world?
Right.
I mean, we should address that. That's real life horror. That's
it is.
If I glorified it, then I should be ashamed of myself. But I don't think I did.
No, and I don't think you did either, especially the way you describe it. Now, I haven't read it, but the way you describe it, it seems like it would just be fine. I mean, it's in fact, it's relevant to the story because it has an impact on the character, and an impact that's important. And that's the other thing. Some people just don't like certain scenes, certain things, because they just don't want it to go that far. They just don't want to either be reminded that it's a possibility. Maybe it's something that happened to them, and they're a survivor. Maybe it's happened to a friend, or maybe they just don't like, I must say, women in general being targeted like that. But it's like, but this is the world we live in, and these are stories that are based on. I mean, if you're gonna have a story that has human beings doing things that human beings do, some horrible things that human beings do to one another. I mean, human beings do some really nasty things for very little reason, like putting babies in ovens, throwing babies out the window. I mean, I can go on. And these are kids we're talking about.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's like your story doesn't sound like it's glorifying it. If it was to glorify it, yeah, that I could see how people definitely would have a problem with it.
I think if I ever wrote a character, and even in this story, this a little bit of a giveaway. If a character ever did that to another character, that character is going to die the first character is going to die in a very horrific way.
Yeah.
That doesn't justify the act or explain away the act, but at least it does away with the evil.
Yeah, like one of the more painful movies for me to watch was, I think it was called Last House on the Left, with the rape scene.
Oh,
it was
yeah.
the remake. That rape scene was very brutal. You seen that one?
You talking about the original Wes Craven or the remake?
The
Both
remake.
Of them are pretty brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this one was the remake. Yeah.
The Wes Craven one, and not to dog Wes Craven because I love his films, but it was a little, it was more in that line of like I Spit on Your Grave, the original, where it was really awful things happening to women, but
yeah,
I think it was a little desensitized from a male perspective. It could have been a little rougher. The newer one, I think, was just, you're right, just brutal. There's no sympathy for any of those people that were involved, and you love to see that actor that was the father, who almost always plays a bad guy. I know he's the president in Scandal, but you love to see him go nuts on those people.
Yeah, and see, and that's the thing. As brutal as that scene is, and some people will be, oh, that's unnecessary, it doesn't move the plot forward. If anything, what it does, because the plot of the movie is revenge. That's the plot of the movie.
People miss that, I think.
Yeah, they do. They do. Like, and I love that part of the movie because it's the family getting together to get these fucking assholes. They take justice in their own hand, It's probably something I shouldn't applaud, but I mean, hell, right now there's Pantera playing in the background. I mean, you think I really care about the idea of people taking justice in their own hands, that sometimes it's just going to happen. If you're out there in the sticks, out there in the woods, it's going to take forever for a cop to come. You might as well. Because by the time the police get around, you might be dead. Real talk.
Yeah.
Well, and I live out in the middle of nowhere, so that's a really great thought. The spiders burning down the house, lighting myself on fire, and now we have people killing me. So I might as well just kill them.
Becky knows me a little bit. I'm usually a lighter person. Sorry if I take the conversation so seriously.
Sorry.
I don't think any one of us here don't think that that family and what they did to those people weren't heroes.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. I can honestly say that if that had happened to my child, that the things that I would have done would have been a lot worse than that family ever thought about doing.
Oh man. Wow, that's cool, Becky. Now I kind of want to know, but I guess we could dig into that a little bit later.
Yeah, you
Becky's...
can ask me later. I'll be glad to tell you.
Okay, we'll do. All right. So you mentioned They Feed. You mentioned that book. Tell me a little bit about that book.
Well, They Feed is like a it's definitely a survival. It's a creature feature survival horror. 12, 13 people in the woods all come together and have to try to survive the night from these monsters that are attacking them.
All right.
That's the first level of the story. The second is also more almost like a slasher horror, and that these people are connected in intimate ways. And one of them I was describing before. So there you go. You have rapist and the victim of that rape. So, there are people that you want to see get killed quickly and horribly, and there are people that you hope survive. And, I try to take more objective view of that because, in a real life situation, if people were being swarmed by some kind of animal that wanted to eat you, they're not going to care if you were good or bad in your past life.
Yeah, they're really not.
Right.
They're just looking to eat. So I hope I like the fact of the book that, people read it and they're going to try to guess who's going to survive and who's not going to survive. And I think you probably might guess one and you won't guess another or whatever. If there are two, maybe none of them survive. I'm not going to give you that.
I was wrong.
Yeah, I think most
when
people...
I read it, I was wrong.
Oh, yeah? How wrong were you?
I was real wrong.
Oh, man. Don't want to give it away, huh?
No, I'm not giving it away, but I can tell you this. Jesse would love the creatures in this book, Jason.
Are they like vampires?
No. Have you ever seen the movie Night of the Creeps? How about Slither?
Slither, okay.
So think along the lines of Slither, but these creatures are intelligent and amorphous.
Okay. Okay. All right, I can see that. So where they come from? Like what's... They just kind of just come out of nowhere? Or?
I get a little flack on the origin, but it's actually in the book. It's subtle. I don't want to overdo it, but the origin of these creatures are in the book. They do arise out of this lake, and if I tell you more, it reveals the twist in the book. Becky, what did you think of the twist?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. It's a very good book, and Jesse will want to read it.
Well, I got to check it out. I'll put it on my read list. I'll do that for sure. But, okay. So, wait, are you telling me that these creatures are not from a government conspiracy? They're not released? It's not from, chemicals?
He can't tell you.
Oh, but I can get it out of them. Check this out. So, my theory is there are chemicals being released by the government. The same chemicals that turn the frogs gay. And what happened is, the same chemicals that Alex Jones talks about, okay? These chemicals, they ramped it up. They just overdosed. And the frogs, instead of turning gay, they just morphed into these creatures. And next thing you know, you got...
But I love that I love that B-movie shit. I love it.
What the hell? Gay frogs? Really?
You didn't know about that?
I would watch it in a second. In fact, I'm thinking about taking it. Bayfeed was pretty popular and it did well, and I'm very happy, very fortunate for that. I'm thinking of doing, and there is some B movie aspects to it for sure. I love pulp.
Yes.
I love the '80s horror. I'm thinking about taking
That word I can't say.
Pulp?
Pulp?
No, schlock.
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 Yeah. I always say shitlock, and everybody laughs at me.
I'm thinking about taking it to New Orleans and having, like every cliche character you could think of, but actually, hopefully, making a great story, like the Bible Belt preacher, taking the creatures and using them for some like anti-Mardi Gras feel or something.
Oh,
Can we go do research? Can we go do research? I want to go.
Yeah, I want to do that too. Research. Research.
All right, well,
I'll just get
let's
drunk
do
in
it.
New Orleans. I'm in my research. See how drunk I can get. So,
Lord.
Yeah.
We're going to get him drunk and feed him to the Cajuns. You're going to make... No, Jesse.
Well, I mean, you wait. You mean like feed me to the Cajuns? Like you throw me at at the women? Are you throw me to
No,
cannibals?
we're not going to throw you at the women. Are you kidding? We're going to have them... We're going to let them cut you up and put you in gumbo.
Huh. Well, I guess beggars can't be choosers, huh? Well, I mean, if I'm drunk, hopefully I'm too drunk,
You could hook him up with a voodoo priestess. That's a little nicer than what you're.
Yeah, I guess we can do that. We'll voodoo him.
Oh man, I heard some voodoo magic. I don't know about that. I think I'd rather die. I don't know.
The dead man will walk again.
Yeah. I mean, you're like pussy whipped all the way, like dead and beyond. From the stories I heard, and this from people from Louisiana, from the neck of the woods. They're like, no, they use certain tactics, certain tricks to try to get you in their spell, and what it is, you become like infused with them. Like all you can do is think about them. You can't get away. And you listen to, you pretty much follow all their commands. Now, that just sounds like a wife to me.
Isn't that what happens when you get married anyway?
Yeah. That's what it sounds like.
And now you know why I'm single.
Wow. Oh, okay. I mean, I would think.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Those crickets.
You want to end up like Weekend at Bernie's? That's why you're single? I don't.
No.
I thought Becky would be like the
my
keeper
God.
of souls and probably had many marriages before, have them enslaved.
Oh yeah.
That's what's going
They're
on.
all
there.
in my basement,
Makes sense.
chained to the radiator.
Like Ursula from Little Mermaid, right? That's her name, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's you.
Right.
That's you. You make a
No.
deal. No? Oh,
No.
okay. Oh, you're
I was
nice.
thinking more like the Tombs and Preacher, and you went with Little Mermaid. Really threw me off there.
Yeah. This was just what came up at the
Jesse
time.
has kids. That's why.
Yeah, that's my excuse. I have kids. Yeah. Okay. So, now, who's the publisher for They Feed?
That would be Sinister Grand.
Sinister Grin.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep. They're out of Texas. They did I think I couldn't be happier. They did a great job with the book. They did a great job with promotion of the book. They worked with me on the cover, and we had this great artist do a great cover. And you know how important covers are these days.
Yeah.
So, and every day, not just these days, but
Yeah, you're right.
They did. I was very impressed with the quality of the book that they put out. And I had seen a lot of Sinister Grand beforehand, and some of their stuff was phenomenal. Like Hunter Shea's, They're Always Watching. I might get the title wrong right now, but it was.
Yeah.
I actually used that book. I chose that book, the cover artist from that book, from my book, and I I can't say enough good things about my experience with them.
Okay, so they're definitely taking care of you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've had not a long career now, but a good length of time I've been in this business, and I've used several different small presses. Um, some are great, some aren't so great. Each one has their own strengths and weaknesses, I'd say. But since the Grim, I think really nailed this one.
Okay, okay. And for as long as you've been
I
publishing,
agree. It's a beautiful book.
now for as long as you've been
Thank you.
publishing, would you make any recommendations to new writers as far as whether to go on the indie path or go like self-publish or traditional publish?
I was always of the mind that I wouldn't self-publish only because honestly it was self-doubt, lack of confidence. I didn't know, I didn't want to put something out there and not know if I was really good enough to be putting stuff out there. Um, if you have objective reviewers, objective editors, you send it to people that will give you truthful, unbiased opinions that know what they're talking about too. Then there's no harm in self-publishing. Self-publishing is a great way to, obviously reap in the royalties rather than have to share it with a small press. But if you go the right way with a small press, and that small press is a small press should, one, always pay for your cover. Two, they should do some marketing, something for you. But the author is pretty much responsible for doing most of the marketing themselves.
Right.
They should edit, and they should not charge you any fees. So
Yeah, that should be the way. That should be the way. Now, there's, of course, the writers might every now and then run into a publisher who tries to charge them editing fees and this and that. What would you say there?
I know a few that do.
I would say run away. I would say get the fuck out of there.
Exactly.
I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
I worked with a lot of good small presses. I've worked with Bloodshot, Instagram. I do my thrills through Red Adept. I have no. I think they're all a Corpus Press I work with, but I Corpus Press I do a lot of editing. Not a lot, but some editing for, because I have a relationship. Like I said, that's Evans Lights and Adam Lights Press.
Oh, they're great.
And I met up with those guys when they invited me to do these Halloween anthologies with them, Bad Apples, back in the day. Back in the day, like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But, ever since, I just loved working with them, and we've been working together ever since. I was a contributed editor with their Doorbells at Dusk anthology that just came out.
Yeah.
The Halloween anthology. So.
And you mentioned three years, man. A lot can happen in 3 years. I mean,
that's true, especially in our business, right? I mean,
right.
There's a lot of drama, as you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people just trying to start shit where there doesn't need to be any.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
I so agree.
I stay out of it as much as I can. I honestly, I met some great people in this business. The people that are just looking to start things for no reason, you kind of get a sense of them pretty quickly. So I just avoid them and move on.
That is true. That is true. They stick out. They stick out. Sometimes certain people might even throw your name out there and interject it in things where it doesn't belong. And I just, for the most part, I sit back and laugh. I don't know. Every now and then, one in particular, there's one guy who I had to jump in and be like, "What are you doing?"
Mm-hmm.
And I think you might even know this person.
I probably do. I won't. I can almost imagine who you're talking about now that you said that. But
yeah,
I like I said, there are some good people. There are a lot of good people, and I've had help from really great people that I've heard others dog for like no reason. Like for example, Caleb Patrick Burke, one of the greatest authors in the business. Writes an intro from me. Billy knows me from like some stranger on the street, and and he's supportive of us up and comers. He's supportive of new writers.
Yeah.
And then some random jackass on the internet who doesn't know him. I don't know if you know all the trolls out there, but there are some trolls.
Now he might be the guy we're talking about.
He knows who you're talking about.
A certain Nicholas Passion.
Oh, I told you not to say the name.
No, I'll say his name. I'll say his name anytime. He doesn't own me.
I know, but he hacks and this blue screen of death.
No, blue screen of death.
What am I
going to
do with you?
Saying that name, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't need to. I'm preaching to the choir.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, everything's on block. His emails go directly to spam.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually a badge of honor to be trolled by him. I think, though.
Yeah,
I would take it that way and smile and shrug it off.
Oh, Jason!
You can.
Don't say that.
No, there's some truth to that. Because actually,
he's just good for PR.
In a way, he actually helped bring attention to Deadman's Tome when he was like doing these random messages, and people were like, "What's this? What's going on here?" I was like, "Man, I don't even know this guy." And there's parts where I was like watching someone I know. I can't really say how I know him. Get into an argument with him over, and they'd go, "Wow, you're freaking insane! Like you're like totally off your meds or something." And I'm just like enjoying it. I'm just like, man, you see.
You can't have an argument with somebody who's insane, though.
No, you can't.
Professional. It's not worth your time. But somebody does that to you, you just gotta smile and walk away, I guess. I mean, that's my philosophy. I've been attacked a few times by stupidity that wasn't true, and I guess I could have made more out of it. I could have defended myself and whatnot, but
what's the point, though? You know.
So, how do you keep away from the trolls?
Well, I've had what I suspect are troll reviews of my books. 1 stars, I didn't read it. I just feel like giving you 1 star kind of thing.
Man.
I just don't comment. Obviously, you never comment on a review anyway, but I don't, I see it and I move on. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Lose sleep over that? Whatever.
Right.
And even if it was a genuine 1 star, good, that's great. Not everybody's going to like my books. I'll deal, I love bad reviews that give constructive criticism because sometimes they're right, and I need to sharpen up and do better next time.
Right.
Yeah,
that's how
true.
you learn anything too.
That is true. You learn through your mistakes, through I guess what others perceive as failure. I mean, maybe it was something that you were kind of blinded, from maybe some sort of bias. Maybe you just were like, oh no, that's not a problem. You weren't even aware of it, but then someone's like, oh, this or that, or. But then
my first novel came out in 2012. It was What Hides Within, about a spider in somebody's ear.
Oh my God!
There were issues with the book. One person gave me a 2-star review and really spoke to those issues. And you know what I did? I took that review. I agreed with every word of it. I took back the book, re-edited it, and re-released it in 2017 with a new cover and new edited version. So now it's a better book for it.
That's great. That's the way to do it, though, too.
And what kind of spider was it?
It was kind of like my own creation, but I guess picture a black widow that's creamy white.
Ooh, a white widow.
Like an orb spider, I guess, that's small and living in your ear.
If when I cannot sleep tonight, I'm calling both of y'all.
Oh, I'll be dead asleep.
Oh, that doesn't matter. I will wake you up.
All right. You
I'm noticing that that certain kind of erotica sells a lot better. So I'm thinking about making that spider maybe live somewhere else on the body.
Oh. So that sells. That sells, huh? You can have stories of spiders going up. Yeah.
No, absolutely no.
What the ladies?
Oh my!
Did your nether regions?
The ladies aren't into that. Are you sure the ladies aren't into that?
Well, this one is not.
I'll find out.
Well, that's because I said it was a small spider. No, I'm sorry, that was wrong.
Oh man,
That was good.
Jeff rose the bar on this podcast, and now the bar.
Jason, not Jeff, you dork.
Oh no,
Jeff
Jake,
Rose and I questioned it.
Oh,
no, Jeff rose the bar, and Jason just dropped it all the way down.
You're welcome, folks.
He dropped it back down to where it was. No,
I love Jason.
Jason needs to have a picture of him holding a kumquat,
No.
and
He
they
wants
can
to have a picture holding a spider. Are you kidding? Oh,
even better.
no.
Yeah. Have spiders in his hands, and then just say, "Becky, love me, Becky. Just pet me, Becky."
One of those giant camel spiders, maybe?
Oh,
Okay,
that's giving me the goosebumps.
now I've heard some horror stories about them. I wouldn't want to mess with them. Camel
I don't
spiders?
think they're venomous, but if you get bit by one, it's going to hurt.
Yeah. Okay.
Those things are as big as your head.
I wouldn't fuck with that. And they live in the desert, right?
Yeah, it's like a Middle Eastern spider.
Yeah, shit.
They can keep them.
No. Any spider that can thrive in that environment is a goddamn fucking menace. No. It has evolved way too much. No.
It's called just shoot that thing.
Yeah. We can get rid of
Maggie,
that.
make sure you check under your sheets tonight, because sometimes they like to crawl up in there.
Oh, come on.
God.
Come on now. Now Becky's going to be calling me and sobbing, and she doesn't need counseling. We're going to have
I think I probably already do. Are you kidding?
Well, yeah, I mean...
You ever see Spider on the Pillow scene and what hides within, just so you know.
Oh, God.
All right.
You and spiders. I'm going to...
Okay. Well, let's get focused.
We're focused.
Okay. All right, so we talked about they feed. Now, you have a lot of books, right? And then how many novels have you written?
6 published. Got another one coming out at the end of the year, I believe.
Okay, and the one that's coming out at the end of the year, is it self-published? Is it through an indie publisher, traditional?
Through Bloodshot Books.
Okay.
It's actually the sequel to What Hides... Well, it's not really a sequel. Because if you read What Hides Within, there's a minor character that this book kind of follows. So it's more like a... What are they called? Those like... What can I think of it? Not sequels, but...
Like a prequel?
Like, you know how Friends had that stupid-ass Joey show that came afterwards?
Oh,
Yeah, it's
like a spin-off.
It's a break-off.
Oh, I thought it was a spin-off. But break-off.
Spin-off.
Spin-off.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Not that I watch Friends or Joey.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I will never admit that out loud.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you ever had a girlfriend or a wife, you probably did. But I mean, you know. I mean,
Or across Chandler, maybe. I don't know. No, that was a joke.
I mean, if you had a crush on Chandler, I mean, I guess so. I'd be more into Joey. I think Joey would. I think he would take care of me.
No, I saw Joey in Red Shoe Diaries, if you know what that is.
Oh shit! Okay.
Think Skinamax. There you go.
Yeah.
I saw him in a Skinamax.
Oh, my Lord.
I'm going to stop being open and honest about things that I watch.
It's okay. It's okay. This show is
Yeah,
very
we
open.
don't judge. We don't care.
It's called Victoria. It's about a 8-year-old child that was in What Hides Within. She's a teenager now.
Okay.
And it's, again, about a spider living in his ear.
Oh, my
Are you serious or are you just fucking with Becky right now?
No,
No,
he's serious.
I'm serious. Also
Okay, well-
fucking with Becky, but serious, serious way.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
So wait, well, Lies Within. That book was also about a spider, right?
Well, it kind of gives away the ending of what hides within, but yes.
Okay, but
Yeah.
but then you have the new one out. What was the title of that one? Victoria.
Well, it's coming out. It's not out yet. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should have named it Rebecca.
Yeah. God, Rebecca.
And it would just be one long, like 300 pages of a scream.
Yeah.
And then at the end,
Exactly.
a house on fire.
Yeah. Yeah. A dead body with a spider running all back and forth across it, and a fire.
So-
Spider puzzle.
So now I'm curious what happens in this one because now, of course, I haven't read the first one, and I guess there'll be some spoiler alert. I mean, I guess read the first one first, but like in the second one, like, I mean, does the spider like take mind control? Like, is it like what's happening? What's going on?
Well,
Jesse has a wonderful imagination.
and what hides within, the spider does implant itself in the main character's brain.
Yeah.
It talks to him. It acts as if it's his friend. Because the spider's obviously more than just a spider. It's not, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
has the form of a spider. And, you know, yes, it is.
And she's
ultimately
evil.
Trying to take control of its body, of its host's body.
She's evil too. The spider.
Oh,
No.
the spider's evil. Okay.
Just misunderstood.
No.
Hmm.
She's evil.
Okay. Well, how do we know it's evil? Like, what's so evil about this spider, Becky?
It's what she does. What she makes
What does she
them
do? Oh, what does she do?
I can't. I don't want to tell you.
You're just
It'll
saying.
ruin your book.
Just tell me one thing. Just drop a teaser. Tease me, at least. Come on. What does the spider do? You say the spider's evil, and I'm going,
The
okay.
spider makes somebody commit murder.
Okay. I can see how that's seen as evil. Murder's wrong. I mean, what kind of murder?
Actually, what the spider does is she makes people stand in line for amusement park rides and then closes that ride right when it's about to be their turn.
Okay, now that's fucking horrible. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's evil right there. That's pure fucking evil. Murder. Murder's just every other day. Fuck.
There you go.
Spin-off number 3, baby. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. That's cool.
You two can't play together anymore. No.
So I saw a book called People of the Sun. Now, is that also
Oh, yeah.
horror, or is that like sci-fi, or I mean, what's
it's definitely sci-fi, but everything I write is dark. I guess that's it. I
It
say
has
that,
some horror elements
Yes.
to it, I would say.
definitely. I mean, one touch from the aliens and you'd be incinerated, for example.
Right. Oh.
so that can, and people do get incinerated. So there's some heart there.
gonna be burning people?
It's more-
Jason is one of those rare writers that can pretty much, in my opinion, write in any genre he wants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Unfortunately, I
it
can't
makes
stick
it
to
work.
I can't stick to one, and I love to combine them.
Yeah,
So,
but
I
there's
have the
nothing wrong with
sci-fi, horror,
that either.
mystery, suspense, romance novel coming out next week.
Oh my God. Derek,
Are you-
take out the romance
Are you
part.
fucking with me? Are you fucking with me right now? Are you grabbing my ass right now?
Take out the romance part, and I probably do have. Actually, okay, I'd say What Hides Within was a horror mystery, crime, police procedural novel combined.
Yeah.
Okay.
with dark humor.
hmm
People of the Sun was probably a pretty close sci-fi thriller, maybe.
Yeah,
With
with a
some-
touch of horror in it, yeah.
All right, sci-fi thriller. So you have these aliens coming from what? The sun? Are like
are you gonna hard science me right now? It's soft sci-fi.
Yeah. I'm gonna hard
fantasy. We're not building potatoes on Mars. I mean, growing potatoes. Nobody builds potatoes unless it's a potato head, and you can build him.
What? They can grow potatoes on Mars, I guess, in the future. Hell, if I know. You think I know anything about science?
They can do anything on Mars they want to, right?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
In the future?
Right.
In the future? Like...
I saw Total Recall. I believe it.
Yeah, I mean...
There you go.
Now, that's a future. I think that's going to happen. That's for sure.
And females will have 3 boobs. That's what I learned from that movie.
Actually, there's already females. There's actually women that have 3 boobs. Now, of course, it's fake.
Shut up.
But no, it's real. It's real. It's real. I mean, it's not real, but it's a real thing. It's
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Where am I going to put a third one on my forehead?
No.
Interesting.
You got to be creative, Becky. You have to be creative.
I thought that was pretty creative.
That is creative, but that's kind of a bad place to have a boob. That looks like a tumor. You know.
My elbow? Where?
Well, what they did was the space between. They put like a silicone. They put an implant there. So now she has 3 boobs.
Okay, so hold on. And this is totally off subject.
Stop the press.
I have a question.
Stop the press. You stop the press. I'm going to pull up the video right
question.
now. I know you're just going to get audio, but I think I saw it on YouTube. So hold on. Yeah, you keep talking. Keep talking. Ask your questions.
My question is this. What if you don't have space in between?
Well, then they either make it or you're fucked. What can I tell you? You know? It's kind of like... okay, so like dudes that want to turn into a woman, that want their dick to go, inverted, turn into if what they have down there is too small to work with, then they're kind of screwed.
Damn it!
If they have a 2-incher,
that was a joke as well, people. I'm glad I brought the podcast down back to where it should be.
I've already done that. There is a prior episode somewhere where I said I was on. There was a prior episode where I said I was in transition.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
And
which way are we going exactly?
Transition. We're not telling that part.
Transition any way you want. Leave it up to your imagination. Okay. One with 3 boobs. Real.
No. I mean, and that presents a whole nother problem of where in the hell are you going to buy a bra?
3-breasted women. My boobs are real. They're not real. And they look horrible, too. They look so horrible. Where would you buy a 2-piece bikini? It has to be specially made. Let me play this real fast, so you guys will be able to hear it. Let me mute the typo negative real fast and bring in this. I don't know if this is going to work well, but we'll see.
3 boobs.
Okay, let me know if you can.
I know my tits are real, and I don't care what anybody thinks.
Okay, so you heard that, right? Right, Jason?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, she says she thinks her tits are real, or she knows, and she doesn't care what anybody thinks. All right.
The media is very corrupt. They were making up stories such as that I'm a professional hoaxer.
Okay.
One of the viral sensations of 2014. Jasmine Tridevil claims to be the first woman in the world to have an artificial 3rd breast. And now, we're giving the 21-year-old dominatrix from Tampa, Florida, the chance to answer her critics, as she speaks for the first time since her story went global.
The world actually hates me. I get nothing but negative comments.
Okay, you guys really want to see this. I mean, what you didn't see there what you didn't see there is that when they say she's a dominatrix from Florida, they just showed her walking three like burly guys on all fours, like out there on the sidewalk. And she's all clad up in leather, and she has like.
All I know is it was said by a British guy, so it's obviously 100% true.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And she's in Florida, so you already know she's crazy. So, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I lived there for 3 years. It was a good time.
I bet so. I bet it was wild.
One of those burly dudes might be me. Look a little bit.
It might be. And I like how she says.
Do you know a woman with 3 boobs, Jason?
All I said was I liked the movie Total Recall, and there was a girl that had 3 boobs. That's what spawned this whole.
And that's your story. You're sticking to it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, Jason. I like to explore things. When things come up that are interesting, I'm like, well, let's explore that. Did you know? Because the more you know, knowledge is power, they say. Right?
Right. I still am not buying the fact that there's room to put a 3rd boob.
There really isn't. Like, you gotta.
I'm telling you,
I'll show you.
not.
Look, I'll send you the video. I'll send you a link to the video.
Okay.
Why 3 though? I mean, why not 4? 4 or 5?
Where am I going to put them?
6 is just out of control. I'll give you that. But yeah.
You want me to look like the cat? You hold the cat up and he's got 6 nipples.
All right, I sent it to you guys. You guys can watch it at your leisure.
You know I'm going to. That's the sad part.
Yeah. It's look, knowledge is power. I was raised on G.I. Joe. Knowing is half the battle.
I'm going to look at 3 boobs.
Oh my god.
What sort of this show has devolved into an utter shit show.
And my computer now has 7 different viruses on it.
Oh, it's a YouTube video. You should be okay.
An utter shit show.
Utter.
Yeah.
Utter shit show.
That's bad. Utter.
Mm-hmm.
And we're talking about boobs. They're so
Jason
bad.
Parent was never invited back again.
No, Jason's gonna come and be.
Yeah, you've invited like every Friday or every today's a Saturday. Anytime.
Ed McMahon and just chime in every now and then, or is that?
There you go.
Who is the guy on Conan? That guy that left Conan and came back to Conan. That's me. Whoever that guy is.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't remember. I don't know what his name is.
Andy Richter, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting chubby, so that would work.
Oh God, you are not. You're so
okay.
full of it.
But before we got on this topic, we're talking about people of the sun, and you're like hard science. Like, I'm going to ask you hard science questions. I'm just curious about people coming from another planet that are like they're burning people alive. Like what's going on here? What's
you can see how great I am at promoting my own work. That I changed the subject into Total Recall on 3 boobs. But all right, people of the sun. It's the inverse alien invasion tale in that, yes, we have aliens that crash land on our planet, but the story is largely told from their perspective, not ours. So it's more seen as the humans are the enemy rather than the aliens themselves. But of course, there's a party of 4 aliens, and they all have their own personalities and objectives, and some of them are noble and some of them are not.
Oh, those assholes, those asshole aliens. So let me get this straight. They crash land on this planet by accident, and they blame us for being assholes to them.
Well, we do kind of shoot at them pretty quickly.
Well,
and,
of course. Of course. Of course we do. Of course we do. Of course we do. Like, what the fuck are they? Hell, I would shoot at one. If I saw some glowing thing in my backyard, but like, I should probably get my gun and shoot at it and see what happens. I don't know.
They look like big, kind of almost bat-like monster men.
Yeah, you shoot at them.
But they're friendly in nature, and they have a toothy smile. So what? But they're not eating people or killing people. They're very rational. So they disintegrated one or two persons by accident, but that was before they knew. It's all misconception.
This sounds very familiar to all those things I hear about sharks. People tell me, oh, but getting bitten by a shark is very rare. You don't have to worry about that. Like, okay, asshole, you go swim with sharks. You go swim with sharks without a cage.
Sharks, I'm with you.
Yeah.
No, see, that doesn't scare me.
What, swimming with sharks?
Yeah.
Hold on, Becky. Hold on.
Crazy.
Hold on. I think we're gonna need a moment of truth here. You would rather swim with a great white than have like a tiny little spider on you?
Yes. Now, would you like me to explain to you why?
Yeah. Why?
Because how often is it even possible that you would walk into your bathroom or bedroom or whatever and see a great white in your bed or in the bathtub?
I don't understand how that question is even relevant.
No, wait a minute. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay.
I'm just saying it could be a range.
Jason's parent, I swear. But yet I can walk into the other room and see a spider on my wall. And
that
it's
is
not
true.
And so it's a lot more probable that I'm going to have a spider on me than I'm going to get bit by a great white shark. And have you ever been in the ocean?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you do realize that there's a 90% chance that while you were in the ocean, that there was a shark very close to you, and you didn't even know it.
I don't even understand how they get that statistic. I mean, I don't. 90% chance based on what? Like, what are we talking about? I mean, like baby sharks.
They fly over and take pictures of the coastline with people in the edge of the water, and there's all kinds of sharks and stuff around that don't.
So what I heard was, I will swim with a great white because there's a higher probability that I'll find a spider in my daily life than a great white. And also, did you know that, hey, they might be swimming next to me this whole time. I just never knew. The question is, would you rather swim right next to a great white, like be buddy with a great white, or have a little bitty spider on you?
I hate to tell you this, but I'm still going to say I'd a lot rather swim with a great white right next to it.
All right. I like that.
I'll even hug it and give it a kiss.
Oh, shit. Well, damn, it might try to kiss back. It's just going to be kissing back, Becky?
Then I would be quite dead, and I wouldn't know if there was a spider. So,
it
would be a lot quicker than the spider biting me and killing me.
And you wouldn't even have to worry about the people from the sun. You wouldn't have to even worry about them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be incinerated.
Yeah.
Let me just back up. The people of the sun are the good guys, generally speaking. It's us humans that are filth. And
yes.
except for you, Jesse. And I understand that you were siding with the humans here.
Of course. I'm always going to side with the humans. I mean, even if they are bad people, I'm just like, I mean, come on. I'm human. I'm going to side with Team Human.
We just had we have great. I don't know if you know where I live, but near the coast of Massachusetts, and great whites are all over the place now. And we just had somebody actually bitten by one, and who died recently because they come up here for the seals now. They're not supposed to be up here. We're cold water. Get the fuck out, great whites.
Yeah, I've heard about them swimming up rivers. That are freshwater too.
Oh no! Get the fuck out of my freshwater shark.
No, I'm serious. They can do without the salt water for so long, not an extended period of time, but far enough that their food supply or whatever where they are has gotten low, and they have swam up river in fresh water to find food.
That would be
I feel
fucked
like
up.
it's set up here because the thing I fear the most are definitely sharks. It seems like somebody might have known that.
Well, I have before any guest comes on, I have a team of scouts. They collect data for me, so I know about everyone's deep and darkest fears. That's what's going on.
I don't write about sharks. Those things are fucking me up. I will light them on fire in the ocean, or light myself on fire in the boat I'm on, just so the sharks cannot get me.
There you go.
I'll make you a deal. I'll take care of the sharks for you, and you take care of the spiders for me. We'll both be happy.
Okay, I'll just let them enter your ear in a peaceful way.
The spiders or the shark?
Well, the sharks might be more amusing, actually, now that you say that.
I'm going to say, how big do you think my ear is?
So,
And don't answer that.
all right, hold on. To get us back on focus, there's some focus to this show.
I'm focusing.
Okay, what's your favorite horror film?
Ooh, I do love Slither, but my favorite? I don't know. Like right now, for some reason, and this isn't my favorite, but They Live is coming to mind.
They Live.
Yeah.
I'd probably say The Thing, though.
The Thing. Ooh, that's another good one.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Evil
yeah.
Dead 2 comes to mind. Even Predator. I have a soft spot for Predator. I know it's probably maybe an action film more than a horror film, but I loved it.
No, there's been a prior guest that mentioned Predator as horror, and I allowed it. I greenlighted it because she explained. She was like, "Look, like the first part is definitely action, but then when the Predator comes down, or when the Predator goes face to face, or seems taking out the squad, that's when it becomes horror. At that moment, because it's a different
see
movie.
that.
Yeah, like yeah."
I think Alien is. I mean, people debate whether the first Alien is sci-fi or horror. I think it's one of the greatest horror films of all time. The atmosphere it builds. Alien 2 was a great action movie. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But Alien 1 was like the best psychological, suspense kind of horror that I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, and that right there is an example of a blend. It's sci-fi because it's in space and dealing with an alien, but it's also horror in the fact you're dealing with an unknown creature. You're fighting to survive the close corridors. I mean, horror works by eroding, completely destroying your safety networks, like whatever the safety network is for the character. You take them out of their comfort zone. You make them to where they're extremely vulnerable, and you have the reader along with the ride. They did that too in Predator. Sure, like I said, in the first part, they were trying to show that look, this squad is a bunch of tough badasses. But they did that to show, they're badasses. But guess what? Now they're going to get taken out one by one. Huh. Look how tough they are now.
I don't think any Predator could really take Carl Weathers out, though. I think that was, a blatant. I couldn't suspend relief to believe that Carl Weathers, Apollo Creed, could be beaten by any Predator.
Yeah. I had to throw him in like that.
Because he was, I'm going to say it, that's the racism of a country at the time. You put a black guy in the jungle, the Predator's going to kill him early. That's not fact. That guy would have kicked some shit out of that Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so too. I think what it was is just Arnold had the bill. He got top bill. That's all it was.
But you had a pro wrestler in there too. Carl Weathers and Jesse the Body.
Jesse the Body Ventura, man. That's a great cast. You're never gonna get that cast again. I mean, even in the new Predator movie, like they had nothing even close to that. That's why I couldn't even.
You saw it? I saw Rotten Tomatoes on it, and I love Predator movies. I actually liked the one with Adrian Brody quite a bit. but this one didn't seem like it had much going for it.
Yeah, I was gonna see it, but then I watched the reviews, and then maybe I should see it really before I say my piece. But just even looking at the crew, like the people that are hunting the predator, it's like this is it. This is all we have. Like you couldn't find anyone who's like this generation's Arnold, or whoever that would be. Is there one? I mean, tap into some UFC fighters or something. How hard is it for them to act?
Well, put me in that movie. Come on.
Yeah.
There you go.
I wear glasses. I'll be dead quick. Guys with glasses die quickly.
No.
We'll give you contacts in because we're going to keep you.
Nice.
No. I mean, compared to the squad that they sent in, you might as well just send me with my huge ass fucking beer gut. Be like, I'll take on a predator. Shit. You know?
Good Lord.
You could be the anti-hero. There you go.
Yeah, I'd be the...
Like the, what's that guy's name in Prometheus? Who, Eastbound and Down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You could be him. Kenny Powers. I don't know what his name is in real life, but no offense to you. You're not Kenny Powers.
No. But I like how you mentioned They Live and The Thing. Both John Carpenter movies.
Oh, I love John Carpenter.
Man, yeah. He can make some really good movies.
I love Escape from New York and Escape from L.A. Slightly less, but Escape from New York.
Those are fun.
Anything that has Kurt Russell with a mullet and his tight ass jeans tucked into boots. I mean, you can't lose.
Oh no, man!
Little China is the best of the best, though.
Oh man, like all his films, man. They're fun. They're fun.
That's all you can say about them.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I mean, because they're all varied in their own way. You know, you have They Live and the Thing, which aren't even close to being similar. But well, actually, wait, there is a similarity. It's all like psychological. It's all like it's in your head, or is it?
I'd say they live, and I'd say most of his films are they're not. There's not much to them, but the Thing has. In the right ending for the Thing, where you got two people standing off against each other, and neither of them know if they're infected. I mean, that was a powerful ending. Mm-hmm. It was a well done movie. But if you want to see something even better, watch the claymation Frozen version of the Thing, where they take the Frozen cast and do a scene from the Thing. It's YouTube genius.
Claymation Frozen.
Oh my gosh,
okay, I'll watch that. I'll watch that tonight.
I'm gonna send that to you guys.
All right.
I want to see that. That's awesome.
Well, those are some good choices. Good choices. That's good.
Well, what about you?
For me, like my favorite is like Halloween. It still is that. But I have other favorites. Like you mentioned, Evil Dead 2. That's a good one. I definitely enjoy that. I enjoy that a little bit more than the first one because they have the chainsaw hand, and that's where a lot of his one-liners
whatever was going on there.
Yeah. It's funnier. It doesn't take itself as serious, which I think is a good direction for Evil Dead because it's kind of bizarre anyway. But I think, though, if I was to select another favorite, I'd probably go with. Oh man, I don't know. Ooh, you might have to get back to me on that one. What about you, Becky?
You said Halloween. What do you think of Halloween 3?
Halloween 3 is cool. I don't have any problem with Halloween 3. I think the problem that people had with Halloween 3 was that they were expecting Michael Myers to be in it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's. I guess somebody had told me, I don't know if it's true, but that they had intended each Halloween film to be something different. But people liked Michael Myers or something so much that they did the sequel and added Michael Myers again. Maybe that's not truth, but that's what I heard.
I heard that too. It could be true. I mean, it sounds like But if they wanted to do that, they should have just done that from the beginning, But
it sounds like they were trying to go for like a Trick or Treat kind of movie, like movie series.
Yeah,
Trick or Treat was a great movie. I don't know why the sequel hasn't popped up yet, but
yeah. Well, good luck on that. I mean, now they're gonna be redoing the whole thing with a brand new. You have Laurie Strode finally facing against Michael Myers, because this has never happened before. All right. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
I heard about the new Halloween. How do you do that with Halloween H2O though?
Exactly. I've mentioned that before, that this is Halloween H2O again. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, because every time I say that, they go, no, or they kind of have like a weird reaction to it. I'm like, dude, we've done this before. They've done this before. I mean...
Yeah. I think they have to erase the last one to redo this one.
Yeah. Well, that's what they said they're going to do. So apparently this... I think it considers the first two, or is it just the first one? I have to look at it again.
I thought it was the first two.
Yeah, just the first two. Okay. All right.
What'd you think of the Rob Zombie ones?
Okay.
Oh no.
I opened the...
Okay, well, man, and here's the thing. I like Rob Zombie. I mean, I like him in his music career, like White Zombie preferred, and maybe the early days of Rob Zombie's solo career. Because, I mean, it's... okay, but to answer your question about what I think about his Halloween... yeah, I don't know. Like, John Carpenter's better.
Oh, yeah. I did love The Devil's Rejects, though.
That is good.
Yeah.
That is good.
His best, easily. Lords of Salem was utter crap.
Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was bad.
Unwatchable almost.
And to go into a little bit detail...
Have you seen...
Oh,
31? I'm sorry.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one. I have not seen that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is Captain Spaulding in that one too, or? I do love Captain Spaulding.
I do too. I love Captain Spaulding. He's awesome.
Yeah. He's
And
good.
I loved House of a Thousand Corpses too. That was a good one too.
I like that better. I like that one. I know a lot of people that are like showed it to whatever they kind of mixed reaction to it, but I enjoyed that as well.
He's got to stop putting his wife in films. Is what he's got to do.
Oh, I agree with that.
Yeah. He keeps on doing that. Now,
well, I don't think he has much say in the matter.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think she kind of controls him.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the three boobs.
The three boobs? Maybe it's that voodoo magic. Maybe it's that voodoo magic. Or maybe it's because they're married.
I'm pretty sure we saw her boobs in one of those movies. At least one of them.
At least, yeah.
I think in Halloween there was three boobs. I think she had three boobs in Halloween. Somewhere.
You do know that he's going to go watch Halloween again now.
Yeah. But to go in a little bit more detail on Rob Zombie's Halloween. Okay, when I first saw it in theaters, I kind of liked seeing what could be a Michael Myers backstory, because we never really got that. It was kind of weird. Now, I didn't really like it, but it was like, like this white trash family that lives in the middle of where the fuck they live? Where the fuck, like Missouri somewhere? Like
I don't know, Becky. Where do you live? I'm kidding.
They live in like some suburbs or whatever. So it was like, why is this white trash family just living there? Like, that's kind of weird. They seem like they belong in a trailer. But then watching it again, it is on DVD. I was like, wait a second, this whole backstory, it's totally bullshit. Like you don't even need this, because now when I see Michael Myers start killing people, I'm not afraid of him. I'm more like feeling sorry for him or something. Like
understanding.
Yeah, trying to understand like where he's coming from. But
right.
That doesn't really work for horror, really. I mean, at least not for me. I mean, the original Halloween when Michael Myers starts killing people. You're like, who the fuck is this guy? You know nothing about him.
Right.
This guy who escaped out of psych ward. Okay. That's all I need to know.
Right, and you don't know why he was in the psych ward or anything. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got that music, that do 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 do.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that was my musical ability right there for you.
That music always sets the tone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Carpenter did his own music for what? How many films? He did a. Yeah, he did. He was like the Elfman of his own films.
Right.
Elfman. Didn't that guy do like Edward Scissorhands and all his films? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just talking to my ass now. I'm gonna shut up.
Well, we're kind of coming towards the end here, so we're just kind of rambling anyway. You know.
Yeah, you're fine.
Danny Elfman, that guy, right? He's pretty famous for musical scores.
Yeah.
Well, John Carpenter. John Carpenter tours in his own band every now and then.
He's the Kenny Loggins of the movie world.
Oh, definitely.
Well, Kenny Loggins had Top Gun. He had Caddyshack and a bunch of other crap.
Yeah, in the 80s, but John Carpenter, yeah, his is much better.
I've never heard a comparison of John Carpenter to Kenny Loggins. That is the first.
That is the first. That is the first.
Well, you do realize that you are talking to me, and I am quite unique.
That is true. That is true. I think we established that with this episode. We
know that
definitely. You would be the wrong person to be placed in a spaceship with a spider because you just destroy the whole spaceship.
Yes, and you've learned that I like sharks much better than I like spiders.
Yeah.
Well,
and that I will burn down the house if I need to.
I know if a spider ever rode a shark at us, we're both fucked.
Oh shit!
Oh my god! I have a pistol. Can I just shoot one and the other one will drown?
Oh man, I have a great idea for sci-fi now. Spider.
Oh no!
Spider Sharknado. Easy. Have Spider Sharknado. Spider
already
sharks.
in production, I'm sure.
Spider sharks just flying everywhere. And when they get close, you hear them say, "Becky, Becky," like that.
Oh my god! No.
They might take it.
Okay, so I want to know if is it a shark body with 8 legs, or and shark teeth, or is it a spider with shark teeth and a fin on the top?
Well, Asylum's already done a shark with 8 tentacles, the Sharktopus versus whatever it was against. So.
Oh. But those are tentacles. Those are tentacles, though.
So I guess this is an octopus. I mean,
it's a Sharktopus, obviously.
No, I mean the
everybody's
spider,
heard this.
Sharktopus.
The spider with the. Oh my god!
I would rather see a shark with 8 spider legs. No, these tentacle things. Okay, 8 spider legs. Maybe have a little fuzziness, and they can go on land and in water.
A shark with freaking laser beams on its head.
Yeah, might as well have laser beams on it. Have like turbo boosters in the back. Hell, man, it has everything. Shit, it can even fly. Have like a little propeller on it. That's a new sci-fi thing. They'll take it probably. Oh man,
Jesse, I think you and I should do a convention together.
I think so too.
Hey, wait a minute. And you're leaving me at home? Hello.
I can't the pet spiders if you're there.
Yeah. Well, we could run it by you. If you're afraid, then we know it's good.
There you go.
Yeah. Man, ladies, gentlemen, if you made it this far, press the heart button. It means a lot. It means a lot. Share around too. Share it to someone who likes to listen to podcasts. Maybe they never listened to one. Hell, let them listen to this one because we talked about chicks with 3 boobs, and you found out here today that that's a real thing. You heard that video. You heard that video, what she said. She believes that her fake boobs are real.
And
Yeah.
I may or may not have been one of the burly men in the video.
That's right. That's right.
And I have decided that there is not enough room for 3.
Oh, there's plenty of room. You got to be creative. Ladies, gentlemen, thank you so much. Y'all take it easy.
Bye.